It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Who'll get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Tyler Chatwood is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
At the plate, Howie Kendrick. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for Washington, the second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
First pitch of the at-bat.
First pitch, 120.
Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. 1-1. Dan, Dero, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
Boy, Dero, that's awful scary from a pitcher standpoint, but what's it feel like when you hit one as a hitter that you know is going right at a pitcher?
Yeah, it's scary from the offensive standpoint as well. You know, you're taught to hit it right back where it came from, but those moments right there make you cringe as you're coming out of the box. We got lucky with that.
In now is Adam Eaton, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Batter-pitcher matchup numbers with Tyler Chatwood. Pretty average results, 4 for 15. The 1-0 is a strike called on the outer part of the zone. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
Almora's got it, and there is one away.
That is third.
A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And a sliding effort there at short, but this ball finds its way through for a base hit.
There's a hard-hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Eric Thames. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Kendrick over at second. Soto is over at first with one away. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty. Everything on the outer half of the plate.
And it's fouled away. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Here's Starlin Castro as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. to lay off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Washington shortstop. Popped up. Contreras has a play, and that's the third out. Nats leave a pair. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Patrick Corbin, a left-hander from New York State, is the starter on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
And that brings up Javi Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. What a pitch to start the at-bat there. It's 0-1. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
And a defensive swing there. That pitch hit him, I believe. But it won't matter, as it'll go into the books as a strikeout for out number 1.
Bodie.
Into the box, David Bodie. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230. 8 home runs, 13 RBIs. Oh, has him looking silly here. It's 0-2.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Here's Chris Bryant now, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Bryant is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
This is the classic case of the modern-day ball player right there. You can have the batting average if your OPS is north of 800.
So far this season, Bryant is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Back-to-back strikeouts in the first right here. Pitcher is setting the tone, pounding the zone.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot, giving him an even 150. And the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
What a way to start this one off. Scoreless top of the frame, and you answer with a bomb in the bottom of the first.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 8 home runs and 11 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, after that extra base hit, things could go awry. He didn't. He battled right back in his zone with a nice executed pitch.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
2 out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Cubs are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 1-0 Chicago. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Kurt Suzuki. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Kurt Suzuki.
And the pitch. The 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. Fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High in the air out to center field. Hayward has a read on it. 1 away.
That is 7.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. Let's take a look at catcher Wilson Contreras. This guy has got one of the best arms in the game. Think Gary Sanchez, but in the National League. Nobody wants to attempt stealing bags on this guy, and brings a powerful bat to the lineup.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Racing back the right fielder. This one's into the bleachers and gone. Solo shot to right center. 3rd home run for him on the year. And as a result, the Nationals are back even at 1 run apiece.
You're going to get one fastball right down the middle, probably once or twice a game, and you cannot miss it. And he did not miss it. He roasted that pitch.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. No balls and a strike to count. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman, Zimmerman, or just simply Zim. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, it's going to be interesting to see where this guy lands at the end of this season. A lot of variables come into place. He's had a long career. It's going to be interesting to see if a team steps out past 1 or 2 years for this player.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Ryan Zimmerman is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. So now to the plate, Patrick Corbin. Weak grounder down the line at 3rd. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Here's another 1-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Nationals are able to tie things up on this solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second, all even at 1 apiece. So striding in, Kyle Schwarber. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Kyle Schwarber.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
Schwarber, a 27-year-old. He was a first-round pick during the 2014 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Fouled off. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. Number 10 for him on the year. And the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's Jason Hayward now.
The center fielder.
He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. Strike 2, swinging just out in front of the slider. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Jason Hayward becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. Grounded to third. Taken there by Cabrera. And that's the second out. Next to bat will be Victor Caratini. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon. First pitch on its way. 2 out, nobody on. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Suzuki corrals it. And the throw to first ends the inning. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. We've played 2. It's now 2-1 Chicago.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they've amassed the most strikeouts in the league, while also issuing the fewest walks, a feat that makes their coaching staff extremely happy. As one of them said to me, when you can rack up strikeouts like we do, but not walk anyone, that tells you a lot about the incredible stuff our pitchers have, and they trust it. Guys, it's an aggressive pitching staff with a lot of swing and miss in their game.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Nationals, the second
So it's
baseman,
back to the top of the order
Howie
now. And stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. And now a pitch on the way. 0-1, here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hayward has a read on it. He's got it one away.
the center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
One away now in the Washington third, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton. Down the third baseline, but this is foul for the first strike. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. One and 2 now to Adam Eaton. Grounder down the line at third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Adam Eaton now. Fastball just missed above the zone.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Now that's popped up. Modi calls for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 22, Juan Soto.
Here now is Juan Soto. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Inside, ball 1.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now the 2-1. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Eric Thames would be next. Hit back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. They're down 2-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Tyler Chatwood.
The pitcher, Tyler Chatwood.
First pitch of the at-bat. This one's flared out toward left. Left fielder coming on. He's there and records the first out. So 1 away in the inning, and with that we'll get a look at where the Nationals sit entering play in the National League East race. Here's Javier Baez. Now the pitch. Breaking ball, it's cut on and missed for the first strike. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
Count 1 and 2.
There's a curveball, but it misses well out of the zone.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2. It's taken below the zone for a ball. Still 2-2. Two and two now to Baez. And he fouls this one off. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Stepping in now, David Bodie. No balls and 1 strike. Skied into straightaway right. Thames is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Cubs are down in order. They still lead it 2-1. Welcome back to the north side of Chicago. Back here at Wrigley Field as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Digging in for his second at-bat, Eric Thames. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
2-0 now. The pitch.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
That one's in there. 3-1. And right into the shift. Scooped up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Digging in, Starlin Castro comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Two and 0 now.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1. One run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Nationals. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability to mess with the eye level of the batter.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate now, Kurt Suzuki. A ball and no strikes. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Fastball high, and it's quickly 2-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Nationals. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Schwarber will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They still trail it here 2-1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Bottom of the inning now. Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Changeup laid off down around the shins. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Swinging away and maybe a bit too anxious there. Still ahead in the count, 3-1. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, and just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1. Has a look, now the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in a big part of the field.
In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. From the stretch. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. The 1-2. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
He put up a pretty good battle at the plate right there. They finally get him on a 1-2 pitch, but you could see that he wasn't laying down without a fight. He really made the pitcher earn that strikeout.
He's set. Here it comes. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. 1-1 to Schwarber. Runners on first with 1 down. Outside, 2-1. From the stretch. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Into the bleachers and out of here. So it's a two-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. His second home run of the game, and the Cubs have taken a 4-1 lead. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. Coming in on it is Eaton. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 5, Albert Almora.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this two-run home run. We played 4. It's now 4-1 Chicago. Into the box as Asdrubal Cabrera. He's in to get things going here in inning number 5.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
The 1-1. Smoked on the ground left side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
1 gone for the Nationals in the 5th, and that'll bring up the power-hitting first baseman, Ryan Zimmerman. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front. Right side. He'll get to this one deep in the hole. A flip from short right gets him, and there are 2 away.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that sends Patrick Corbin to the plate next. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
The 2-0 on the way. Outside, 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
And this misses as well. Ball 4. And he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches.
Kendrick.
Here's Howie Kendrick. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. This is line to left. And this is going to be a fair ball heading out toward the 355 sign on the ivy. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we could say that cold streak is officially over. That's his 2nd hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
Adam Eaton digging in next. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Runners at 2nd and 3rd with 2 gone. Hard on the ground toward short. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. Nats leave a pair. They trail it 4-1. Set now for the
Leading up for the Cubs.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1.
Real nice curveball there. Had a lot of late break, and he waved right through that one.
Lifted in the air out to right. Thames is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now back, the pitcher, Tyler Wood.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the pitcher next, Tyler Chatwood. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. And Castro will put this one away for route number 2.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Javier Baez. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Oh, and it looks like a visit to the video room may be in order after that hack. It's 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they lead it 4-1. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Juan Soto to the plate now. 1 for 2 with a base hit back in the first inning of play. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters' counts. This guy's done a great job.
High and deep to right. Back goes Almora. But he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And the Nationals get a man into scoring position. It's a leadoff double.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness. When this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here. And I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
To the plate now, Eric Thames. As he'll take a look at ball 1. With runners in scoring position this season, Thames carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Pitch popped up. Bryant waits on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now back.
Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring in the shortstop, Starlin Castro. Ball 1.
0-1, no play.
6th inning, 4-1 is our score. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Caratini has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2.
The catcher, number 28, Kurt.
So striding forward now, Kurt Suzuki. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Nope, that's a ball.
A ball and no strikes. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Tread lightly in this situation. Got a great hitter at the plate, runner in scoring position. Don't be afraid, you got the base open.
3-0 to him now. And that's finally over for a strike.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Working for the punch out and the offering. He loses him on ball 4. Striding into the box as Dribble Cabrera.
Number 13, Dribble Cabrera.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Alec Mills will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Number 30, Alec Mills.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
1-0.
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long. This would be a great time to get something going.
Up top, it's 2-0. Mills is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Nats leave a pair, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Austin Voth enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Into the box now, David Bote. He'll look to get things going here in the Cubs' half of the 6th.
David Bote.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped up. Zimmerman is there. He's got it one away.
Now
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Chris Bryant will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball inside.
Swing and a liner. But there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Up next to the Cubs, the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th, and Wilson Contreras digs in at the plate. First offering on its way. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Kendricks got it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Now at the plate, Ryan Zimmerman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Zimmerman.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Three and 0 now.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Sliced hard on the ground. Fielded cleanly. There's one. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Way behind that pitch, it's 0-1.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Wow, and he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. Nationals go quietly. They trail it 4-1.
7th inning, Stretch.
Roenis Elias gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 55.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his 2nd home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Now the pitch. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Wow, that changeup is an absolute beaut. They call it the great equalizer for a reason.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
Ball that's outside.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
The 1-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
In now, Jason Hayward. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Now here's the pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Fouled away. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So here's Albert Almora next. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Now the 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike 1.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. But they lead it 4-1. Now to the plate, Adam Eaton. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
1 ball, no strikes to count. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hayward on the run. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. At the plate, Juan Soto. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swung on but fouled off to the left. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
1-1 pitch and a nice call for the change. It's 1-2. Ball 2.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled off. The 2-2.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off. Maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
Hit to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 9, Eric Thames.
So 2 down now in the Washington 8th. And in steps the lefty power threat, Eric Thames. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And bye-bye, that one's gone into the bleachers.
Well, he was 0 in the series before that blast, so that's just about as welcome a sight as he could hope for. He got a pitch to his liking and took out a lot of frustration with that swing.
So here's Starlin Castro. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Good changeup, and it's 0-2. Popped him up. Contreras has a play. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nats draw just a bit closer thanks to the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Cubs 4 and the Nationals 2. Daniel Hudson is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 44.
Coming to the plate now, Victor Caratini. He'll have a new pitcher waiting for him as we begin their half of the 8th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Anthony Rizzo will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Anthony Rizzo.
Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. Comes in here right at 260. 13 home runs, 26 RBIs. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 9, shortstop,
Stepping into the box, Javier Baez. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bounce towards the second baseman. Up with it now is Kendrick. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down go the Cubs on just 4 pitches. But they still lead this one 4-2. Dan Winkler comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 43, Dan Winkler.
New inning set to get underway. Striding in now for the Nats, Kurt Suzuki. No hits to this point. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. The 1-1 home. The bouncer to the left side. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Well, it started off as a nice play as he barehands the ball, but I think he got so excited that he doesn't square himself properly to make an accurate throw to first. That's a tough error to take, but you're expected to make that play at this level.
Striding in as Dribble Cabrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. A ball and no strikes.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
And this will be swung on and bounced on the ground to second. To second for 1. Back to first. A 9th inning double play. And they're an out away from closing this one out.
Oh, man, that's just a backbreaker right there. You get the leadoff man to start the 9th, and you're looking pretty good, right? Not when the next guy bounces into a double play. We'll see if they can get the final out and wrap this thing up.
Stepping into the box, Ryan Zimmerman. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First pitch on its way. And this is low, ball 1. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Hayward, and it's gone into the bleachers. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth.
Number 16,
Rowan Wick takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Number 50.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Last strike now for the Nats. Ripped down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home, so this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Cubs took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Tyler Chatwood wins his 3rd of the season. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 error. They left no runners on base. For the Nationals, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher is Tyler Chatwood. His record is now 3-1. The loss goes to Patrick Corbin. He falls to 0-5. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 5 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Hello there, baseball fans, and welcome to a Mother's Day edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cubs sent 3 balls into the seats as they bested the visiting Nats 4-3. Carson Kelly had a big fly with 5 driven in, helping the Diamondbacks grab a victory against the Brewers 6-5. The Pittsburgh Pirates amassed 14 hits in the game as they walked off in dramatic fashion against the Phillies 5-4. The Mets picked up 14 hits in total as they beat the Cardinals on the road 9-7. Garrett Hampson had a home run and 3 RBIs, helping the Rockies beat the Reds 4-3. The Marlins totaled 13 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 5-3. Tommy Pham was clutch at the plate with 3 RBIs as San Diego beat the Dodgers 4-2. The Chicago White Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 7-6. The Red Sox pounded out 17 hits in this one as they pummeled the Yankees 11-4. Jose Martinez doubled down on home runs while driving in 3, helping lead the Rays over the Rangers 4-2. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim allowed only 5 hits in the game as they beat the O's in Baltimore 6-1. The Tribe grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 2-1. The Minnesota Twins got 18 hits as they dethroned the Royals 13-0. The Oakland Athletics totaled 11 hits as they got the extra inning victory over the Blue Jays 6-5. The Mariners combined to give up just 5 hits as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 2-0. So that's the show on this Mother's Day. Have a great day with Mom, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for more news and results from around baseball.